Posted by UGI_Joe's_adventure. Our first story is called "The Government Deployed Me to a Country That Doesn't Exist." I hate to say I am a typical military guy. Worn out by too many deployments in the early 2000s, and I just wasn't there for my wife and kids like I should have been. After last deployment to Kuwait, I came home to an empty house and divorce papers. It was the wake-up call I needed. I ended by 20 years of service with the Army with a coin from the commander and my discharge papers in my hand. I was reborn. I hit the job market hard. I knew a guy like me, infantry grunt for 20 years with no college education and bad knees, needed to apply for specific careers. I turned in applications to the local police station, the FBI, even the CIA on a whim. Unfortunately, I didn't hear back from anyone. I just wanted to provide for my kids, pay my mounting bills, and maybe possibly get my ex-wife to look at me the way she used to. Just as I was starting to lose hope when my phone rang at 3 a.m., startling me awake. "Hello?" I muttered gruffly. "Good morning. We have your mission. Do you accept?" A pleasant, female voice responded. "My, what? Mission? Is this some kind of joke?" "SFC Sanders, we have chosen you for a specific mission. This is a chance to serve your country again, also a tax-free bonus awaits if you are successful. Do you accept?" She lowered her pleasant tone somewhat seductively when she said, "Successful." I don't know what came over me. This felt real. Like a second chance to be a part of something bigger than myself again. I felt just like I did when I first enlisted at 18 to fight terrorists. Count me in. The next thing I know, I had received a set of instructions to meet at a specific location in 3 days along with a packing list in my email. I spent the next day packing my rucksack in my old familiar way. It didn't dawn on me to ask more questions. I still wasn't used to questioning authority. I met up with my ex-wife, Samantha, to kiss my kids goodbye. Samantha wasn't happy about me deploying again, but she knew she couldn't stop me. The night before my deployment I couldn't sleep. I felt uneasy and started having second thoughts. I looked at some old pictures of my kids and remembered they needed new clothes for the school year, college funds and food on the table. I promised myself I would take them on an epic vacation when I returned, whenever that may be. Once 2 a.m. hit, I grabbed my rucksack, a second go bag, and the set of instruction the agency provided me. It led me 3 hours out of my hometown to an old, abandoned airstrip. I parked and walked inside the airport. It was empty. I looked at the instructions. "Meet us at Terminal 4. I walked through the dark, eerie terminal where the early morning light couldn't penetrate the dirt-encrusted windows. Terminal 4 was the furthest one. I struggled to see anyone in the darkened hallway. My second thoughts were amplifying by the second. This must be a mistake. This doesn't make sense. But I kept walking. The terminal led to a small jetway. I walked down it. Suddenly a door slammed behind me. I turned around, my heart going a mile a minute. I pushed it, kicked it, raged at it. It wouldn't budge. The only way out was forward. I cautiously moved forward. The jetway curved, and I slowly moved around the bend. The jetway ended at a plane. I moved towards the plane and saw there was no one there. I tactically moved through the small jet and no one was on board with me. Even the pilot's cabin was locked, but I couldn't hear anyone inside. Suddenly the engine roared on and the plane jerked backwards, knocking me down. I smacked my head on the corner of the armrest and saw stars. The jet's door slammed violently, and the plane moved quickly down the runway. I wiped the blood off my temple, cursing my luck, and quickly buckled up for the ride.